Alright guys, so it seems like everyone is fixated on making $10,000 per month. But what if you could start making $6,000 per month in the next 4 to 5 months? Well, this is exactly what happened to Houston Colt. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how he did it using the Skool community. And by the end of this video, Houston himself is going to explain how he scaled his Skool community to $6,000 per month.
I believe that everybody should have a community.
So with that said, all I ask in return is just to drop a like on this video and let's break down his entire funnel. All right, so let's dive deep into the funnel of Houston. First of all, realize that I'm not gonna reveal everything here because I'm gonna let my man Houston tell some words himself at the end of this video. So I just want to present you how his whole funnel works, right? So you can have an idea of how stupid simple this is. And when you are a beginner in online business, all you want to do is make things more complex than it is, right? You look for all these different business models. You think of different strategies and kind of like everything starts seeming so overwhelming for you that you can eventually quit and you don't even take action. But in reality, all of the guys you see on YouTube making a shit ton of money, Iman Gaji, Hamza, all these big personal brands that you know, they use something that like this, right? They don't use anything complex and they don't do anything that complex. And making money online should not be hard. It's not gonna be easy, but it's simple, right? Stupid simple. So again, I'm gonna show you how that works right here in a minute. So first of all, we need a social media somewhere. We need a place to build our brand. This is where we're gonna share free content for our people. Houston, in this case, chose Instagram, and that's what I teach in the course. By the way, Houston was, and it is, a member of my program. For those that are interested in getting my help as well, I left a link for a free training/demo video down below this video. If that's a good fit for you, maybe consider joining. If not, do not join and enjoy this video for free, right? So, with that said, authority brand, okay? First of all, authority brand. We need some place to build our brand. Houston chose Instagram. Again, that's what I teach. And the reason I like Instagram is because it's one of the easiest platforms to kickstart and start growing. That's essentially what he did, right? As you can see, he's getting like very good engagement compared to the amount of followers he has. That's like very, very fantastic. And what he does on his Instagram, he provides value around his offer, right? So Houston was a freelance video editor, a freelance videographer, right? So he has a lot of experience in that space, right? So he decided to build a brand around that, sharing valuable resources for video editors, right? Giving providing value, essentially giving advice to video editors and creative people. That's essentially his niche. So what happened? He started giving value, and people wanted more value. So this is where he started monetizing. But first of all, his authority brand was the most important thing first. People try to sell right away. First, you have to build up some sort of brand. It doesn't have to have hundreds of thousands of followers, but you at least need to have, you know, some people following you and looking what you're doing, right? So what he did, he again started authority brand, and then his product suite is so simple that I even envious for him, because for me, my funnel and my business online is a little bit more complex compared to his, and there's a lot to learn from him. So his product suite is so simple. He has one free product and one paid product. Free product is a free community on Skool. As you can see, guys, is a totally free community on Skool. Almost 1,000 members, which is great, right? 1,000 people. Essentially, it's almost like having 1,000 true fans. And there is a theory about 1,000 true fans, which goes along the lines of, once you have 1,000 true fans, you're never gonna go broke again, okay? And I fully agree with this theory. Once you build up 1,000 true fans, gonna buy anything you put out, you're set for life. So again, this goes back to the point that I said earlier. You don't need to have hundreds of thousands of followers. Actually, the depth and the value providing your content is much more important than the amount of people are following you. Okay, that's very important. He has this free product, free community, which obviously a lot of people are gonna join the free one, right? Because he also has a paid community, and that's what I'm gonna talk about with him later, like very soon, where it's gonna explain his whole strategy of selling this paid community, how he started, and why he thinks that paid communities is the best business model for everyone. And I did the math. As you can see, he has 86 members in the paid community for $98 a month, which equals to $6,428. That is before the taxes, before the fees, everything like that. So, you know, let's assume it's $6,000 a month. By the way, Houston started this whole thing. I think he joined my program at the end of October, at November. So again, this is stupid simple, guys. So all he does once he have all of this baseline set up, all he needs to do every single day is publish more content, drive people into his free community. As you can see, I have this line here, which goes to the paid community. And this free community is designed to upsell the paid community. Then look how everything works like magic. So then people go to his paid community. In his paid community, he's doing live streams, he's answering questions, he's gathering data from his from his customers. Hence, he's making that community better. Because once he gets feedback on something, once he gets questions, he addresses those questions with new lessons, with new live streams, essentially addressing those questions that people have and solving the people's problems that they have. And what's going to happen when he does that, he collects the data, what type of content he should make on his personal brand. And then he makes that content addressing those people's issues, and that content drives more people in this community, right? And then he gets more questions, and then he has more content ideas, and the cycle just continues. That's why I say, guys, that setting up your personal brand and selling a digital product is one of the best business anyone can start in 2024 and beyond. And the reason for that is because $1 million a year, you can totally reach that as a one person. I'm not there yet. I'm on the way there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow Houston himself explain everything he did to build his brand and to build his community. What is your funnel? How does your funnel look like for selling a community? like a small thesis on how do you drive conversions for your paid community?
Bro, so here's the craziest part, bro. So people think I have it all figured out. I have no idea what I'm doing. So how I got my first people in my paid community was that everything comes from stories, from Instagram stories. 100%. When I do some sort of call to action and I tell people to join, then they usually join, after a long time being a follower or something like that. I got maybe a couple of guys come from YouTube, because I link my thing in YouTube and they see my videos or they saw a free masterclass that I had, which is 2 hours long. They saw that and they were like, that's a lot of value. I want to join the thing, I have a hard time tracking where people come from. Most stuff that I do is just, every day I do a call to action in my story, either to a free lead magnet to my free community, because I have two. I have a free one and I have a paid one. At the start, when I had Discord in December, when I just launched, I didn't even announce anything. I just secretly created a community, a channel in Discord, and people just joined it. They just was like, oh, what is this? I wonder. And then they see it invest. It was $37. And after I made that, I think I even posted in your group as well. I was like, I just made my first sale, 37. I was like, what the fuck? This is awesome. And then I remember I took a nap and I woke up to 3 sales. And I'm like, this is new. This is epic. But that's what kind of also drove in the whole making money online thing. I started to believe in myself and, automation.
Was there first time you made money from digital products, selling digital products rather than services and stuff?
Yeah.
With that community, you are very close on hitting 10K per month, if I believe. You can clearly see the numbers if you go on Skool.
It's not exactly 10K. It's 86 members right now. About 30% of those members, they come from Discord when I launched it in December, which was at the start, it was I charged $37, then quickly increased to $67. And then now it's $8.98. And overall, it's about 6K a month right now. A lot of people are fixated on this 10K a month thing. I believe it's the wrong way to go about this, because most people can just replace their fucking job with an online income. Well, most people make 3K a month, 4K a month. And if you can replace that with an online business, that gives you so much freedom over everything. It's kind of ridiculous.
So with community, do you think right now for somebody starting out and wanting to monetize, would you suggest to build a community as well, and pros and cons of running the community all together?
I believe that everybody should have a community. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you're in service-based businesses or you're an influencer or whatever you are. I think everybody should have a community. It doesn't matter free or paid, because you can even charge people $9 a month, bro, to be in the community where you just host one call a week. It depends. Dude, I saw a community the other day about people helping people take care of goats. And it's like 49 bucks a month. And the person had like, I think it's like 100 people, something like that in the community. Like how to take care of goats.
Is it on Skool as well?
On Skool. So I saw that and I'm like, okay, you can build a community around everything. If I did what I've done right now over the last decade, if I started like documenting more and like creating more content and taking personal brand more serious, instead of just having a portfolio online and like whatever Instagram account trying to get more work, I would have been so much far ahead. And I wish I saw this sooner. And that's one of the reasons why I actually like 100% committed to building a brand and building my community so that people don't fall for this fucking trap that I've done.
Okay. So you kind of like use your own story to educate others and build your product around your story, around yourself, and kind of like help yourself a few years ago.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I just believe like online, like building a personal brand is the business model because you just get attention and then you do whatever you get attention, you build your loyal fan base, and those people will buy from you whatever you sell. You know, it's just like as long as it's good, bro. Like you don't want to be a scammer, you know.
No,
it's hard to be labeled a scammer as well these days. Like I don't, if you buy into something that's over promises and under delivers, then yeah, it's kind of a scam. But if it's everything within the parameters of the promise, then how can you call it a scam? You know, people usually think like, oh, you get the views and then you're instantly millionaire, bro. It's not how it works. And there's this misconception in the industry, like, and that's why a lot of people call courses like a scam. They think that, you know, for example, your promise is to like for people to become a creator, right? And you're fulfilling that promise 100%. But people just assume like instantaneously that you get the views and you make the money. It's like, it's not how it works, you know. It's
you have to have a strategy in place.
There has to be a strategy, and that was my thought. I was like, I got the views, I'm gonna get all the brand deals and whatever. And I got some, but I didn't take them just because it just didn't feel like authentic to me. And I needed the money though, trust me, bro. The whole community thing was popping off. So I was like, all right, the growth operating was becoming a thing. That's what it was. Because I managed to build a Discord because I just started a free community at first. I was like, okay, if I can just get people from off Instagram into some place where I can actually like nurture them or provide more value and maybe somehow make more money.
Also free products, right? You started putting out some free products, building your list.
Yeah, so that's what happened there. It was with the videos that popped off, I delivered some sort of like unique product or original product that I created. So like video editing assets, like again, like sound effects, motion backgrounds, stuff like that. And they work pretty well because nobody done that before. So it's like, again, I saw what worked. People were literally repurposing other people's content, and I was like, why don't I just make my own, create something unique? You know, it's gonna take me a couple of days, and then I did that, and you know, it worked pretty well.
So do you think that the beginner starting out should get the fanciest equipment, that the one that you use, or is it just fine to start with this phone? What would you recommend, since you are a filming guy as well? You have a lot of knowledge about that. What would you recommend the budget friendly setup for a beginner to start content creation?
Good enough, bro. Phone is more than enough. I would just focus on understanding how light works. That's really it.
Okay.
Like once you understand how light works, you can get good footage with very inexpensive setup. Inexpensive, I mean like $100. Like you want to invest into your business, right? Like instead of going and buying some dumb shit shoes that you probably don't need, because that's I had this problem with Jordans. I used to buy like lots of Air Jordans. Like it goes deep, but I used it as a feel good, as a reward. I'm like, oh, I made some money, I'm gonna go buy this shit, you know, instead of reinvesting back into the business. So just like one example, better light setup, you know, like this.
Okay, so for the starter, like key light would be good. That's what you recommend, right? The key light.
That's all you need. Just a key light and a softbox, right? Because you want like a soft light, you know. It's just like key lights cost like $150. You know, you drop another softbox, $50, you know, and that's really it. Like a light stand as well, $20.
Yeah,
and that's it. $220 to start a business, bro. $220 to start a business. This is unheard of.